Hi there, welcome back to my channel. Today we're doing another makeup video, and this time the Pokemon I chose to do a look based off of is the Charizard line. So if you're excited to see how I did all this, please keep watching and you'll hear back from me soon. Okay, thanks. Bye.
This is my base, and what I mean by base is I mean that I already got on all the foundation and blush and everything else. So I'm going to just be focusing on eyes and lips today for this tutorial, and right now I'm just putting down orange all over my lid. Since this is very much a Charmander, Charizard kind of look, the majority of their body is orange, so I'm going to be staying in those families today. But like I said earlier, I already have my brows done. I already have blush on and highlight. So if you want to see how I do those, my previous makeup video, which is a little bit longer, goes through and does all of those things for you. But yeah, I'm really excited to do Charizard. I'm kind of going along with the Kanto starter. This look is going to be, I wouldn't say natural, but a lot more toned down from what the last video was. I'm kind of setting up the spectrum in between to show like a really extreme costumey look or something you can go out and wear. This will probably be more of like going out at nighttime look, but it'll still be fun regardless of whether or not I turn my face completely orange. So yeah, this next part is just me going in with a red color. I'm using the same palette as I did for the last video, and I'm putting that on the outside. It just kind of in the crease and towards the end half of my lid. Like I said before, this is done to really like elongate the lid and show it and give it like a little point. Instead of putting it in the center and like making your eyes look shorter, which I definitely need help on because my eyes are very small. But this is just kind of one of those optical illusion effects again. And then going in, I'm just blending the rest out and trying to make this seamless. Later on, I'll go back and patch up orange again, but that's just kind of like with eyeshadow, it's a whole process of just like different layers and trying to figure out how much goes where. But yeah, I think Charizard's super interesting. One of the cool things I found online doing my research again is that there is a big gender difference, kind of like how Bulbasaur was, where there's only 12% of girls, which is really funny. Oh, sorry, to continue on that, I'm just laying down blue on my lower lash line, and you might think this is a weird choice, but I kind of did this because I saw that Charizard's wings had like a blue in them, and I thought that'd be a good contrast. This is sort of a thing that most people who start their makeup don't normally do. But if you put down like a darker darker eyeshadow in the bottom lash line and then smudged out, it's like a little bit more dramatic. And I've seen actually, it's funny, I did this look and then I saw on Instagram like a fashion campaign that basically did like an eyeshadow look almost the same way, obviously better, but with the blue on the bottom and like different oranges on top. So it's trendy. If you want to be that different kind of person, you can go ahead and do that too. And then this is just me smudging it out and blending it out so it doesn't look so like stark. And this is a very important step because I feel like some people forget to do this and then it kind of looks like a hot mess. I'm smudging with the orange that I used beforehand all over the lid. It's good too because that orange for me is kind of like a natural gradient. I tend to have like gold tones in my skin, so if I don't want to use a brown, the orange kind of works out for other general purposes too. But anyway, talking about the ratio, I don't know if you guys remember that episode where, oh, sorry, this, I need to point out this is where things kind of get interesting. So I'm doing a wing liner because I thought obviously flying type should have a wing, but this is always the most difficult part for me. A lot of times I have a hard time making them look like twins and not sisters. But what you want to do is kind of create a general outline and then gradually fill it in. In this video, you can kind of see me getting a little bit frustrated later, just because I tend to overcorrect, and I overcorrected on one, but you know, it still looks good. But takes a lot of patience, and if you have a personality like mine, that patience can sometimes be very short-lived. So you just kind of have to do it and have an artistic hand to it. But anyway, talking about the gender ratio, there's an episode where there is a whole Charizard island, and I don't know if you remember Liza and her Charizard, but Charla is this cute, like, pink ribbon Charizard that basically beats the crap out of Ash's Charizard, and because it previously it was OP and could take down anybody and was really bad at listening and had an attitude. It really took the fact that to be beaten by like a girl, let a Charizard, let alone any Charizard, really, really hurt its pride. So it ended up staying there and getting trained by Liza and her other Charizard, and ended up like really, really making itself better and improving. But I like that tidbit that it like I just love the character's design of Liza and how like wild she looks, and the fact that her and Charlotte have like a lot of trust in each other. It's pretty badass. But yeah, I remember that episode a lot, and I remember that being one of my favorites as a kid. So this is just me finishing up, and you can kind of see where things like start to run awry after this point, because you know I'm trying to fill in my eye, and this is also hard to do if you have like hooded eyes, because half the time you can't even see it. But when you do, like, it becomes too much very quickly, because you like your eye folds kind of block any other color and all you can see is black. But this is my best way of trying to fix that, and this is when I start overcorrecting. But you know, up until that point we're golden. It's okay, we all make mistakes. Life's about learning, you know? Another interesting fact about Charizard in general is that they behave like, according to Bulbapedia, they have pack behaviors. So that means they tend to gather together, and they go get food together or hunt together, and are really social, which I wouldn't necessarily expect based on like how Charizard was depicted in the anime. And like Charmander also had like major trust issues after his abandonment, so it wasn't necessarily like the most outwardly friendly or social starter out of the group. But again, I guess that's up to like individual personalities versus like what inherent instincts you have, which can also be said this about people too, you know, like some people are raised in very social families but tend to be very, very shy themselves, or vice versa. So you never know how people are going to act up or how they're going to end up like, which means we should be patient with more people, you know? This is just me putting on mascara. And normally I don't wear false eyelashes just because I don't, and they're really uncomfortable, so none of these looks will probably have false eyelashes unless it's a special thing. These are a bunch of lipsticks that I got from ColourPop, and I decided to ombre them since I liked all the colors. And what ombre is when you take the darkest color and you line your lips with it, but then you gradually layer on the lighter colors. So since I like all these lipsticks so much, and they all have orange tones to them, this is the most reddish orange one that's going to go on the perimeter of my lips. And then the next one will be more of a true orange, I guess. And that one will go like not fully on the lip, but like it'll cover most of the lip but leave a little bit in the center. And then the third one, which is more of like a peachy orange, I guess, is going to go in the middle. And you might not see this like on camera, but it does make for a nice gradual change. And I like this because my lips are very full, so I have the space to do this, and it kind of, you know, gives it a little bit extra dimension, makes it a little bit more 3D instead of just having like really fat, like cartoony lips. And I think a lot of other people with like lips like mine do the same sort of thing. This is also a jelly eyeshadow from ColourPop that I'm putting on my lips just to add a little bit of glitter. It didn't really stick as well as I wanted to, but when I put it on the inner corner of my eye, it got really, really shiny, which was awesome. This jelly eyeshadow I really like, and I've used it all over the lid before, and I've gotten so many compliments on it. This one is from the ColourPop and Disney collection, and it's in the Hades collection, which is mostly oranges. I thought it would have more blue Hellfire since Hades is like blue, but you know, I still really like this color regardless. It's like red with that shifts towards gold. And as you can see, it just gives a little extra something something. I might do another look with this all over my lid, but you know, you never know. This is also me putting it on my highlight a little bit. My highlight was like already like pretty bright, and it was more of like a white highlight, but I took this reddish tone to kind of shift the color just a little bit, just so everything matched a little bit better. And this is just me like trying to blend that out and make it like a little bit more even, so it's not as stark on my inner lid. But yeah, it looks good. Oh, and this last part's just me putting on a gloss to make the lips look a little bit more plump and juicy, and to kind of bring the whole look together, which is just like a generic gloss I got for cheap. I really like ColourPop though. They're one of my favorite brands, so I highly recommend. But yeah, this is the final look.
that's how you do it. Thank you so much for watching this video. If you liked it, please feel free to interact with it. You can either like, comment, share, or subscribe, or you can just share this video with a friend. I'm hoping to do this more regularly. I know I've been doing a bunch of stuff in between. There will be other content on this channel. The next video I'm going to do is actually going to be another shop with me online video, and I'm super excited to do that. But yeah, I hope you enjoyed this one. Feel free to make your own versions of this or any other makeup you think would be perfect for Charizard, and let me know down below. Tag me and show me. I think it'd be really exciting to see what you guys come up with too. So, thanks for watching. Have a wonderful rest of your day, and I can't wait to see you again soon. Okay, bye!